started here, and I haven't hit record. Anyway, like Addison, but there's so many better pop albums. Well, here's the thing. Everyone's talking about it. Charlie kind of talked about, like, said Addison Summer or whatever. And the what has me interested was I enjoyed Brat. Obviously, I love Eusexia, which I don't know if that, I guess that's pop or dance. I don't know. I don't know how the fucking genres blend together. I don't listen to a lot of pop. I'm trying to, I found that I can enjoy it. You know, Brat helped with that. What was another pop one that I listened to? I can't remember. I don't think Magdalena Bay, is that pop? The Imaginal Disc, that was great. I don't feel like that would be pop. Maybe it is. Maybe I don't even know what the fuck pop is. You know? But people saying what caught my ear was there was some discussion about how pop is like this very saturated genre, and it's, you know, there's just lots of the same shit. But people are saying this one sounds a little different. So that's interesting. And then the fact that I guess she rose up through TikTok, which is pretty wild to me. I don't know shit about TikTok. I've literally never been on TikTok ever. Not ever. I've, of course, seen like little shorts on YouTube or something, but I've never been on TikTok, so I don't even know how any of that shit works. Billie Eilish, yeah, I should listen to Billie Eilish. But, you know, this is a new release last week, so I'm just jumping on. Bob is back for the pop girlies. That's right. Yeah. Back for the pop girlies. Well, it's somebody new. Really, I'm just interested to see the whole concept of coming up through TikTok. I mean, I guess it's not like wildly impossible or anything. Lots of guys came up through the SoundCloud era and stuff like that. You know, it's just something that's different. And so with this weekend in particular, with McKinley Dixon on Friday, which was a fantastic album, Magic Alive. Listening to Cancerbero yesterday, my first Spanish-only hip-hop album. Diving into a pop album is like the perfect trinity of what the fuck is going on, what am I listening to, like making my brain bounce around. So here we are. I don't expect that the viewers of the channel will be wildly excited to see this. Maybe they will, who knows. It's just something different. It's something different. I believe it's important to listen to different stuff. Even when it's what you're not supposed to listen to. Ooh. Okay, so I have literally no idea what to expect. No idea what to expect. Let's see what Parallel says. The thing with Addison is that compared to other pop artists who have had to tread through the industry mud to make it, she used her TikTok fame that she garnered through stupid dances to build an overinflated audience for her making music now. Okay, now here's the thing. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, that's 100% true. Let's say that her audience is big because of stupid TikTok dances, and that's how she grew her base, and that's how she became famous. Great. That doesn't mean anything to me because I've never seen her dances. The only thing I'm here for is the music. And so while that might be true, to me, if the music is good, that is also true. You know? And so I think it's another reason why I want to listen to this is because I feel like lately people are so like hung up on how people came up. And it's like, do we really care? Is it really that important how they came up? Like, to me, what they make, the end result of their music is what should matter. And I feel like there's more and more discussion about, well, they're a fucking plant or they use TikTok. Like, I don't really fucking care. If you made it and then you make good music, mission accomplished. Like, that's the only thing that matters to me. Anyway. But her music could be good. Not saying it's bad. Okay, well, let's dive in. Yeah, let's just dive in. I have no idea what to expect. First track is called New York. A lot of these are pretty quick. This 12 tracks, 33 minutes. I think looks like the longest song cracks off at a whole 4 minutes. So an intro to a Tool song, as we all know. First track's called New York. Producers are Elvira and Luca Closer. Let's jump in. First time ever hearing Addison Rae ever. Literally have no idea who she is. Literally, I've never been on TikTok. Dropping in track 1, New York.
Take a bite of the Big Apple. Oh God, I love New York, love New York, love New York, love New York, love New York. Feel so free, feel so free, feel so free. It's my religion.
Ha.
Love New York, love New York, love New York, love
Okay. Yeah, didn't expect anything like this.
It's my religion.
But I have no expectations, so... there.
Time's moving slow. LA's home,
Ha.
but I'm ready to go.
Okay.
Kick drum, chew gum. Oh God, I
Kick drum chew gum. Huh. Okay. I don't know why I really like kick drum chew gum. Okay. You know why? It makes me think of, oh, I just fucked up a transition, didn't I? I have a very good skill for fucking up transitions. I'll back it up about 10 seconds. Makes me think of Duke Nukem. I'm here to chew gum and kick ass, and I'm all out of gum, or something. Whatever it was that he says. And that is funny to me, a cross-reference of a 30-year-old fucking first-person shooter game to a pop album from some TikTok star. Kind of surprised at the patience of the opener. Of course, I ruined the transition. So I backed it up. Let's hear it like drop in. This sounds good. I'm cool with this. It kind of keeps the subtlety of the opening section while picking up some sound. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah. Huh. Yeah. Okay. It just kind of ends the transition. Okay. It's funny, I talk about how I don't know what to expect. I don't know anything about the girl, coming in blind. And then immediately, right, as soon as the music comes in, my brain's just doing the shit. Well, I didn't expect this. Oh, is this like Brat? And it's like, brain, stop. Stop. This is something that I feel like it is so hard to do with music. And even myself, who, I try so hard to be open-minded, and I try so hard to just let things be what they are. It's incredible how automatic the brain just immediately starts comparing shit to other shit. It's like, brain, stop. Just stop. Let it be what it is. Let it be what it is. I'm kind of cool with New York, honestly. I like the patience of the opening section. It kind of keeps that feel as it builds up, and then it cracks off at the end. Let's go through this post-chorus lyrics here. So here she says, na, 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 na. I'm just kidding. The other thing, too, is I'm trying to just remember. I mean, I don't know anything about her, but, like, what is her life like in terms of if you start out on TikTok and then you blow up on TikTok and now you've got this fucking record deal and now you're with, I think this is signed, it said it's signed through Columbia Records. Like, that's kind of a trip. It's kind of a trip. So not a whole lot really to dig into in terms of lyrics. Talking about New York, feeling free, home is LA, going to the airport, black cars picking you up, all this kind of shit. Okay, cool. Not going to worry about it too much here. Let's move on to track 2. Opening sound, pretty good. This is called Diet Pepsi. I think this is like this is a big single. 400 million streams. A modest 400 million streams. Producers are Elvira and Luca Closer. I think those are the same producers throughout. Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Drop into Diet Pepsi. Big single. Let's see how this one sounds.
My boy's a winner. He loves the game. My lips reflect off his car. in these rich blue jeans. My cheeks are red like cherries in the spring. Body's a work of art, you're to die to see. Untouched, XO, young, lust.
I like this. Dun, 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 dun.
You call me baby, so sweet. Innocence in the backseat. Say you love, say you love, say you love me.
Pretty good, rich sound here. I like these like floating vocals. I'm laughing just because like lyrically, you know, being a almost 45-year-old man, it's different, you know? This isn't Tool, this isn't Nine Inch Nails, this isn't JPEG Mafia. Lyrically, we're in a different space. And that's okay, you know, it's all fun. I was thinking though, like my dad jokes are popping up, right? Like fog up the windows in the parking lot. Well, you gotta take it off of recirc, the ventilation. You have to take it off of recirc and let it get fresh air. If you recirc, it doesn't get the moisture out. Anyway, all fucking around aside. Good rich sound. I mean, it's pretty. I like how it's a mix of kind of like rich production and kind of a slower tempo, but still some energy. It's not boring. And it almost kind of feels like that cold summertime, especially if you're in LA. Like it gets warm in the summer, obviously in LA, but when you get by the coast, the Pacific is so cold. It cools off a bit, especially when the sun goes down. And so you get this good mix of like warm days and cool nights. And it has that kind of like that blend of a warm day, cool night. Anyway, let's keep going. Pretty fucking good, man. I'm sorry. I know everyone wants to. Well, not everyone. It's not like it's all just a bunch of haters, but it's a good, rich sound. I love these floating vocals. Interesting. That one, I'm cool with that one. Honestly, man. So far on the sound level, which is what I understand in terms of like pop, that's what a lot of people come for is just the sound of the song and stuff. Which might sound odd, like we all approach a song specifically for sound, right? But like other shit gets all grindy metal or experimental, all this other shit. How we feeling, chat? How we feeling? Honestly, pretty good. I'm 2 for 2. I'm kind of impressed. And I'm not a huge pop expert. I haven't heard a lot of pop. I mean, there's so much pop I've not heard. Like I've never listened to Madonna. I'm sure I'm aware of a couple Madonna songs. Never really listened to Lady Gaga. Who's another like massive pop star? I don't know. I mean, there's all kinds of pop stars I've never listened to. I guess, is The Weeknd considered pop? Probably. That's probably the biggest pop star that I'm the most familiar with. Why you bald? Let's move on to track 3. We're not gonna worry about the allegations of being bald. The lyrics pretty straightforward. Nothing to like tear apart, analyze. Pretty straightforward. Summer love in the backseat. Honestly, a lot of this stuff is fun. It's fun being young, and it's fun falling in love and the excitement of all that and getting into physical relationships and that's fun. So did a good job of creating a good rich sound on that track. It feels like a mix of the summer coast air, this warm and cold at the same time. Like not cold, but cool. Just a good job. Track 3 is called Money is Everything. That's what we're rolling into next. Okay. And Jellyfish says that Weeknd is kind of like pop and R&B. That makes sense. Sure. All right, here we go. Here's track 3. Money is Everything.
When I was growing up, He's not coming with me to heaven, and I have a lot of it. So can a girl just have
Yeah,
fun?
the girl just have fun.
Can a girl have fun? Can a girl have fun? Can a girl have fun? Fun, fun. Pocket full of sunshine, busting through the seam. Say it, baby, don't lie. Diamonds are my best friend. Like
Money is everything.
pocket full of sunshine, busting through the seam. Say it, baby,
Okay. Okay.
diamonds are my best friend.
Oh, this is only 2 minutes. We're already almost through this one. Who is Norma Jean? I don't even know who Norma Jean is. Oh, Marilyn Monroe. I feel like I should have known that, but there you go. Okay. Okay. Don't hate it. Don't love it. It's fine. Something that stands out to me, though, is how many times have I ranted and raved, all right, about these hip hop guys, and they got all they're spending their money on their cars and their clothes and all this shit, and I bitch about it. And people tell me, Bob, you just got to understand, some of these guys, they've came up through a lot, and tomorrow's not guaranteed. And it's like, okay, sure, let them live their lives and all that stuff. And then here we have a girl who's essentially trying to do the same thing. Well, I mean, who knows, right? It's just a song. I don't want to put like too much into this, but the idea that she would essentially have to ask permission, maybe? Can a girl just have fun? I'm just going to spend my money? Why are you giving me shit for spending my money? Everybody else goes off and spends their money, right? Anyway, not a big deal, but that did stand out to me. Pocket full of... That one was fine. First two, I think, were better. Let's move on to track 4. It's called Aquamarine. Same producers, Elvira, Luca Closer. Jumping into track 4. Here we go.
Aquamarine, honey, dive into me. I'm not hiding
Huh.
anymore. I won't hide. The world is
Here we
my
go.
oyster. Baby, come touch the pearl. The world is my oyster, and I'm the only girl. I'll take you with me high, 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 high. Aquamarine,
Good sound. Good sound here.
to me. I'm not hiding anymore. I won't hide. I'll take you with me high, 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 high. Give me
I like this beat right here. It's not quite like crunchy or beefy. It's right in the middle. Yeah. So this is shit. Here's the annotation. I didn't know. Apparently, Aquamarine. Here's the annotation. Is a 2006 film, a wholesome teen film following a mermaid named Aquamarine who'd been washed into a world with humans in a conquest to prove true love. I hope I'm not surprising too many people by saying I have not seen that film. I'm not familiar with that movie. I have not seen that. Addison references the infectious and secretive main character, Aquamarine. She says, I won't hide, referencing how Aquamarine in the movies hides her secret of being a mermaid to various other characters, tying it to how she won't hide her magnetic, charismatic self for this other person. Additionally, 2022, Chappell Roan released a video for her angsty, slow burn rock ballad Casual, which she describes as Aquamarine, but like gay. Okay. You know, the movie reference makes a lot of sense. Yeah, it was cool. You know, this is a struggle just because, again, you know, how much I love lyrics, as you guys know, and I love tearing into lyrics and trying to figure shit out. Obviously, I'm not a young girl, so my interests are a little different in terms of lyrics and stuff like that. So it is a challenge in that sense. But musically, I was cool with that one. Honestly, I liked the little, we got into that like bridge section. It kind of gave a little bit of space on the production. You could really hear that like bass note working around, and then it filled back in at the end. I'm cool with Aquamarine. I'm cool with that one. Let's see. Let's see. This is what Penguin Service. I watched the movie to get girls in middle school. It didn't work, but the movie was all right. Oh shit, man, that's funny. All right, let's keep going. This is called Lost and Found. This is like 48 seconds. I don't know if there's like a little interlude or whatever. Looks like it. It's talking about drugs. Oh no, not drugs. I think we'll just let this roll into 6, which is called High Fashion. Is she like already getting into drugs, just now starting her music career? This could be a long road, friend. A long road. Here's 6, High Fashion.
Have you ever dreamt of being seen? Not by someone more like in a magazine. Wanting something more than just a hit. Nothing else can make me feel like this.
It's kind of neat right here.
I know I'm drunk, but I don't need your drugs.
Huh. I like this, how it's like a muted hit on the note. Like an inverted note or something.
When it comes to shoes, I'll be a
When it comes to shoes, I'll be a slut. Oh my god. I like the sound of the chorus. This whatever you call this note. It's like I like that it's kind of slowed down too a bit, honestly. It's just like, you know, I was thinking, coming into this, I was thinking, you know, with pop, and maybe just my idea of pop is skewed, which is another reason why I try and listen to it every now and then. But I always think like my wife described Brat as just a whole shit ton of caffeine. And I almost think of like 100 gex, right? Just fucking super high energy, high tempo. But that's not necessarily pop. You know, I mentioned before I've never listened to Madonna, but I know some Madonna songs. And it's not like this, you know, we're going to go do 7 lines of Coke and then pound an energy drink and then just literally fucking vibrate across the dance floor. Like, no. It's not that. So I'm always kind of surprised when I don't hear that, because my brain has this weird association with just cranked out energy when it comes to pop. So I like that this one's a little bit slowed down, dialed down, fucking around with the sound a little bit. Nice and rich sound again. This whole thing about, you know, I'm not an easy fuck, but when it comes to shoes, I'll be a slut. Fucking girls and shoes, man. One thing I'll never understand. Although I should be fair. I've seen some fucking, what are they, the sneaker guys, the guys that fucking obsess over, you can only wear your sneakers like 3 times, and then, oh, they got a crease in it. Y'all are fucking crazy. Y'all are crazy with your shoes. Fucking crazy. So I won't knock the girls too much over their shoes, because there's some dudes out there that fucking obsess over their shoes. Everybody being seen by someone more like in a magazine. One thing I am noticing with this album in comparison, and I hate to compare it to Brat, but that's like the most recent thing I've listened to. One thing I really appreciated about Brat is I felt like Charlie was pretty open lyrically. Like she was saying some things that were kind of interesting. This has been pretty surface level stuff. And maybe she's going to say a little bit more here, but she has not gotten deep at all lyrically, which, you know, it is what it is. Let's finish this one out.
You make it hard, so hard to choose.
So I like here, slow down a bit.
Make the hard things look really easy.
Yeah. I'm cool with high fashion. Kind of getting like fucking crunchy at the end.
Passion.
Yeah, I was alright with that one. I like that one. Parallels. Issue with this album's Bob is getting the impression that pop is all surface level. I don't think that's the case. This one so far has been pretty surface level. That's just this album. Okay? But this doesn't apply to the entirety of the pop genre. It's okay. Bimbo Cooks, first time chat. Hey Bob, first time chat, but I've been following YouTube for a year. Favorite creator, helped me understand lyrics too. I struggle processing things. Love the channel, helped a lot. Love you, Bob. Oh, thanks, man. Thank you. Hey, we're talking about the new little tech. It's funny looking over at chat because some of you are basically hate watching right now. And yes, Sparkle. This will be posted on YouTube at some point today. And that's the other thing too. Penguin's kind of thrown it in there. Surface level can be good. Like, there's all these ranges. There's all these scales. You know, are you gonna make an album like this? Like, I imagine making a pop album that's very, very deep and introspective would be extremely challenging. It'd be hard to do. You know, and it's tough because there's tons of different audiences out there in terms of music. There's tons of different scenarios for music. You know, like the new Billy Woods album, that track, Waterproof Mascara. During the reaction for that, I was cracking a joke about how I would love to hear that song played in the club because the whole club would just stop. Like, no one's going to be partying and listening to that and just be like, yeah, this is cool. Like, everyone's going to stop. And so, like everything, right, there's a time and a place for music. And in music, there's a time and a place for being introspective, for talking your shit, for being humble, for expressing remorse, regret, for being surface level, for being deep. There's just, it's tough, you know? Well, not necessarily tough, but finding that combination and putting it together and making it work is, that's one of the challenges of making music, you know? What if Billy Woods fucked with this album? Let's keep going. So far, I've got 4 check marks, and so far, I'm kind of looks like I'm following the stream count. I'm liking the ones that are more popular, so kind of in the same vein as everybody else. The next track is called "Summer Forever," Elvira and Luca Closer, which is the production crew throughout. Okay, here we go. This is track 7, "Summer Forever."
Love inside my parents said he used it second time's the charm.
Second time's the charm, huh?
Never thought I'd find someone easily.
Kind of got ourselves a bit of a slow jam here, y'all. Slow jam.
Wrapped up in your arms and it feels just like a dream. Background on my phone, never felt less alone. All my fears still out the window.
Good little hit there.
Feel like summer forever. And I truly think you
It's funny, I can feel myself like, oh, maybe this is kind of a little like Lana Del Rey.
makes it feel like summer forever.
The brain, always trying to compare. Always trying to compare. One thing I'm noticing with this track, and it's making me realize, I feel like it's been like this the whole album. I feel like she's almost, I don't want to say she's hiding her voice. I don't want to say that. But I feel like we haven't really heard like a raw, clear sound of her voice. I feel like so far, and maybe my memory's just not sharp enough. I haven't really been paying, super close attention to it, but I feel like every time we've heard her singing, there's a bit of a layer, a bit of an effect. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, especially with the production that's being used here, it kind of makes sense. It's kind of like an audio aesthetic. But I am curious, how well does she sing? How well does she actually sing? Can she like belt it out? Can she fucking, like, I don't listen to a lot of Lady Gaga, but that fucking girl can sing. Holy shit. There's some live performances I watch on YouTube every now and then. Some of my favorites, like the one Bang Bang Shot Me Down. That one's fucking amazing. She's got this like piano bar room version of Bad Romance that I think she was singing for, it's like Tony Bennett's birthday or something like that. Fucking amazing. Like, she can sing. And so I'm really curious with Addison Rae and her voice, because especially on this one, it feels like on her vocals, it feels like they're very light and they're very present, but it's not being pushed out. It's just kind of, there's just this layer of effect on the vocals. And I'm noticing that. And it makes me want to just, how much can she sing? How much can she sing? I have such a hard time with lyrics, like driving in a car and making it out of the part. Yeah. Well, there you go. Anyway, let's keep going. See, right here especially, I would love to hear her sing. But it's all this echo and it's blended in with the production. Yeah, I'm not really into this one. Musically, it sounds fine. The production's solid. But I feel like it's kind of like lacking some substance, something to chew on. Lyrically, a lot of repeating the same words. So there's just not, to me, there's not a lot here. The chorus repeats a lot. The bridge repeats. I think really the only like non-repeated words are the two verses, and the verses are pretty short. Loving's hard, my parents said it, yours said. Second time's a charm. And really even here, it's not like... not even super deep. It's not deep at all, Never thought I'd meet someone so easily. Wrapped in your arms, feels like a dream. Friends say I disappeared. Okay. We're gonna fly to Paris. Never stop dancing. Yeah, there's not a whole lot here on this one. Okay. Well, there you go. How we doing over there? Here we go. Should have gotten Olivia Rodrigo. Yeah. I'd say Penguin, I'd say I enjoy the album, but I wouldn't say I enjoy Addison Rae just yet. Production carries pretty hard. Production's doing a good job. I don't think she's doing a bad job. This one, Summer Forever, is not great. I think so far, this is kind of the weakest one off the album, in my opinion. There's not a whole lot there to chew on. Let's move on to track 8, called In the Rain. This one's 3.5 minutes, and not a lot of streams on this one either. I wonder if this is going to be one of those things where she hits when she hits, but then it's either a hit or a miss. Some artists are like that, right? They make great songs, and then they make songs you're like, no. Versus some artists where it's like, yeah, pretty good, can listen to all of it type of a thing. Anyway, here we go. Here's track 8, In the Rain. Ah, that's kind of cool.
Walk in the room, my high heels on, I strike a pose. Young, dumb, and cute, nothing to lose. And now the past is someone
Young, dumb,
I
and
have to
cute.
answer for. I got a whole new point of view. Misunderstood, but I'm not gonna sweat it. Isn't it all for the show? You don't deserve my heart, and guess what? I don't know it to you. If you're offended, say
I like this little like ripple of that right there.
but I'm not gonna sweat it. Isn't it all for the show? Keeping a smile on my face.
Again, I like the production, but I'm noticing more and more her vocals are just layered. I feel like we're finally actually getting something here lyrically a little bit. Like imagine, because what was it we said, you guys were saying in the beginning, right? Like it's she just did all these dances on TikTok to build up this fan base and her fame, and now she's making music, and so that's how she like cheat coded her way in, right? Okay. Again, just for the sake of argument, we'll say that's true. I'm not saying that is true, but we'll just say there's that. I do like this whole walk in the room with my high heels on. I'm young, dumb, and cute with nothing to lose. But then you've got the spit. Now the past is someone I have to answer for. I got a whole new point of view. Maybe she's talking about a person here, but yeah, I think the background is a TikTok star, yeah, which is what the annotation says here. And so, I'm just taking a moment to consider, again, I don't know anything about this person. I'm assuming none of us know anything about this person. And what if she genuinely does want to pursue a career in music? What if she really does, in her heart, I want to make music. I love music. I've always been inspired. Who knows, right? And you've got all these people saying, yeah, but you're just a TikTok star. So you get this pre-chorus, right? Misunderstood, but I'm not going to sweat it. Isn't it all for the show? Keeping a smile on my face for protection. Turning my tears into gold. So I feel like this is really the first time in the album where she's telling us some shit. And I mean, it's got to be hard. I hope, especially too, like I imagine if you're a TikTok star, that means you're on TikTok a lot. You probably see a lot of shit people say about you. And it's not easy, man. It's not easy to just see random people over and over talk shit, talk shit, talk shit. And then this idea of, well, I got to put on a smile. I got to pretend like it doesn't bother me. I'm turning my tears into gold. Maybe that's like, almost sounds like a coping mechanism, honestly. It's okay that I'm sad because I'm making it. Like, that's not a great spot to be in, right? If you're justifying your tears because they're turning into gold, that's not a great spot. Verse 2, don't want to be sad. It feels like a waste of time. Maybe it's fake, but I don't care. You don't deserve my heart. And guess what? I don't owe it to. If you're offended, say a prayer. So yeah, I feel like this is really the first kind of like deeper layer of lyrics we're getting from her. And it's her debut album. And I mean, I don't know how long she's been doing TikTok for or what she's gone through with that. But I honestly, right through here, I makes me a tiny, tiny bit worried for her. Like if this is how she's starting in music, this is how she feels in the beginning. That's not a great spot. If this is all true. And if I'm even understanding it correctly, let's keep going. Sound wise, I'm okay with this one. The production, the sound has been good. High quality sound throughout. Production's been good throughout. I like this. It's not quite piano, but just some of these keys. Something else that makes me a little concerned too is this, I cry only in the rain. Because what that makes me think is it's a layer of disguise. I do cry, but I only cry in the rain, aka I only do it in a situation when no one notices it. I feel like I'm going like dad mode, like when I listen to these artists, whoever they are, I mean, and some of them are like huge, and so I'm not too worried about them, right? Like they can take their fucking hundreds of thousands of dollars and wipe their tears from their eyes and go sleep in their king size bed next to their supermodel, right? They're gonna be fine, right? But like, here's this girl. I don't know how old she is. She's probably pretty young. You come up through TikTok. People talk shit about you coming up through TikTok. You're getting into the music industry. And I mean, how many albums, how many songs, how many artists have we heard where they're saying this industry is just a fucking machine that chews you up, uses you every which way it can, and spits you out? If you're lucky. Some of them don't even get spit back out. Amy Winehouse did not get spit back out. She got swallowed the fuck up the whole way through. It's so, she's just a person. Whether she's famous or not, whether she has a bunch of money, fans, TikTok, whatever, right? She's just a person, man. And so, and of course, look, I'm probably overblowing it too, right? It's a song. Who knows how true it is, how accurate it is, what she's actually expressing. I don't know. But when I hear something like this on a debut album, makes you wonder. It just makes you wonder, what kind of bullshit is Shorty going through? Don't know. All right, let's keep going. I'm okay with In the Rain. I'm kind of okay with In the Rain. I'm happy that she opened up a little bit lyrically, got a little bit deeper there lyrically. Production's good. Production's been solid. Elvira and Luca Closer are doing a great job, in my opinion. This track is track 9. You guys, have I ever reacted to Amy Winehouse? No, I've listened to both. What is it, Frank and Back to Black? Back to Black is amazing. That's an amazing album. Yeah, Penguin. Bob's gonna need to do 10 hip hop classics in a row to get the audience to shout. Yeah, no, people are definitely hate watching right now, which is fine. That's fine. That's another thing I think it's important to do sometimes. It's important to try and show people it's okay to sit down with stuff that's different, stuff that you're not familiar with, maybe you're not comfortable with. It's okay, okay? We don't have to always eat at McDonald's. We can go to a different restaurant and try new food, you guys. It's okay. Life will continue. It really will. It's all going to be just fine. Track 9, Fame is a Gun, Elvira, Luca Closer. This is a little bit bigger one. It's got some more streams. Let's check this one out. Track 9. A little bit different sound to begin with on the production.
Provoke you with my tone of innocence. Don't ask too many questions. That is my one suggestion. You know I keep it real. I live for the appeal. New hit from the start. You was the only way to mend my broken heart. Don't ask too many questions. This is my one confession. It never was enough. I always wanted more. I always wanted more.
Cool with the beat so far. Okay, alright. Oh, kind of like a funky little breakdown right there. That was kind of fun. Yeah, I like this one. I like the beat. Yeah, I like this beat. I was wondering where are they gonna go with the beat. I like that they kind of chilled out a bit, back off. Yeah, and then we'll build back up, and then we'll jump back into the chorus. I like the like rumbling bass right here. Yeah. Yeah, I'm cool with this one. Yeah. I like on the production when they do these like, I don't know what you call it. Maybe there's a term for it if you guys know in the chat. When it's this like this the note where it doesn't like hit and then fade, it's kind of like a fade and then rise. I don't know what that's called, but I like it when they do that with the bass and whoop 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 whoop, that kind of shit. They do it again on that track, especially right there at the end. That's good. Oh, you guys are funny, man. You guys are funny. It does crack me up. Probably got to listen to new music, but not that. Some of this shit, it's like a crucifix to a vampire to some of you guys, man. It fucking just makes me laugh. Makes me laugh. Good beat, good production. Production, I mean, honestly, throughout, production's been pretty fucking good. Honestly. Cool with the production. This fame is a gun and I point it blind. Crash and burn. So I'll try. You got a front row seat. I got a taste for the glamorous life. Tell me who am I? Do I provoke you with my tone of innocence? Don't ask too many questions. That's my one suggestion. I wonder why this is all annotated. Let's see here. If there's anything. Maybe not. Annotations are tough because, I mean, just like I make my own speculation with lyrics, right? People are making their own, but they're kind of filling it in as like, this is what it is, but we don't always know that. Knew it from the start, only way to mend my broken heart. Don't ask me questions. Never was enough. I always wanted more. I always wanted more. Be careful with that, girl. Be careful with that. Wanting more. Always wanting more. Be careful with that. There's no mystery. I'm going to make it. Going to go down in history. Don't ask too many questions. God gave me permission. When you shame me, it makes me want it more. That part I like a little bit. When you shame me, it makes me want it more. What's she saying here? I got to fucking prove it, right? I got to prove all these haters, all these shit talkers, you guys in chat being all bitchy about it, right? I do, anytime somebody uses, external haters, the doubters, whatever you want to call them, as drive to keep pushing, that's a good thing. I think it's a good thing. You gotta try and take that negative energy and flip it around, make it fuel for your own fire type of thing. Fame is a gun, just good catchy beat. Good catchy beat. Not a whole lot else to say there. Yeah. All right, let's keep going. What's next? We got Times Like These. Elvira, Liquid Closer. almost 4 minutes long. My shoulder's been bugging me. I sleep on my side, and it's fucking up my shoulder. Anyway, there's my addition to the stream. Track 10, Time Like These.
I know you like when I wear this dress. I feel best when I'm wearing less. If I dye my hair bleach blonde, maybe then I'll turn you on. Till I eat what I want tonight. Will it make me feel less tight? I'm so caught up in my head. Wanna take back what I said.
Huh.
I'm so confused. My life moves faster than me.
Oh.
Can't feel the ground.
Nice soft slide into the beat there.
Or is it better to know how it unfolds? Am I too young to be this mad? Am I too old to blame my dad?
Huh.
I'm so confused.
She's saying a little bit on this one too.
Life moves faster than me. Can't feel the ground beneath my feet. No matter what I try to do, times like these.
I'm cool with Time Like These. I'm cool with this track.
It's not my fate in the end. Let go of all
It's very soft. We're gonna pause real quick. She's saying some shit on this one, man. I always wonder sometimes when it comes to albums, when it comes to artists, if they have their own personal favorites on albums, right? Like you make 12 songs. Of those 12, there's got to be a couple that are your favorite, right? Or there's a couple that mean the most to you. I kind of feel like this one I like the most. I mean, Diet Pepsi was super catchy. Famous Gun was pretty catchy too. But again, I mean, she's being subtle about it. Well, I mean, not too subtle. I know you like it when I wear this dress. I feel the best when I'm wearing less. If I dye my hair beach blonde, maybe then I'll turn you on. Do I eat? This question, this one stands out to me a lot because my poor wife, she does a great job of trying to, I think she looks fucking fantastic, but she works very hard at maintaining weight, and fucking girls, man, they have to deal with this shit. Do I eat what I want tonight, or will it make me feel less tight? And goddamn, man, if you're some pop star girl, dancing on TikTok girl, I bet every single fucking person out there scrutinizes how you look all the time. And that just sounds awful. I'm so happy to have my little beer belly right here tucked away. It's so nice to not have to worry about that shit. I'm so caught up in my head, want to take back what I said. I'm so confused. Life moves faster than me, can't feel the ground beneath my feet no matter what I try to do. In times like these, it's how it has to be. And again, man, I'm slipping into dad mode. Like, I feel like it's early. If this is her first album, and I feel like she's justifying shitty situations because, well, you know, it has to be like this, and this is how it goes. And like, no, don't let toxic shit come into your life, girl. Whatever it is, fight back. And then verse 2, don't want to get too close. I'm scared. Do you hate me, or do you care? Think about all the time I spent feeling lost, but I'm found again. Should I jump in the unknown, or is it better to know how it unfolds? Am I too young to be this mad? Am I too old to blame my dad? I'm so confused. She's finally like, this song feels pretty open. This feels by far the most personal. And again, trying to put myself in this person's shoes. You're trying to come up, trying to make music, especially in the online world. God damn, we're just everybody, including bots who aren't people, have opinions. Here's all the opinions about this shit and that shit, and fuck, man. Post-chorus, head out the window, my song's on the radio. Let's see how far I'll go. So at least she's jumping in. But I don't like these little hints that she's left about, well, you know, I'm going to put up with this, I'm going to put up with that. Don't put up with shit. Don't put up with shit, Addison. Ever. Don't take no shit from no one. Let's finish this one up. I like this. Honestly, this is my favorite track. I like this one. It's got a very soft, kind of like glide through it. I don't know how to explain it. I mean, musically, there's absolutely no relation, but I'm thinking of Tom Petty, Into the Great Wide Open. Head out the window, let's see how far I'll go. My brain just shifts over to Into the Great Wide Open. Great song. A fucking great song. Tom Petty, man. God, he made some great songs. Great songs. I like times like these. I feel like that's the most personal she's been so far. Which is cool because earlier I was talking about how there's a challenge there, right? If you're trying to make a pop song and you're trying to, I mean, whatever sound space you're trying to fill, how do you pair that lyrically? Do you get super deep? Is it even possible to be very introspective while having a pop song? I mean, probably, but it's tough to execute. I feel like that one was the most personal that she's been, while keeping a pretty good sound. I like the production. Elvira and Luca Closer doing a great fucking job. Great job. How we doing over here, chat? You guys okay? Oh, you guys are using bad words at each other. Oh, well. You'll get over it. It's okay. It's all going to be okay. Don't worry. The scary music is almost over. This is like a little interlude. What's it called? Life No Fun Through Clear Waters. It's about a minute. And then it goes into the final track, which is called Headphones On. I have my headphones on, so I am ready for that one. So we'll roll through Life's No Fun Through Clear Waters. I wish it would just show. I guess it has to scroll. That's really fancy, Genius. You couldn't just put another fucking line. Anyway, not going to hate on Genius. Let's drop into track 11. We'll let it roll into track 12, and we'll finish this one up. Interesting, that's Life's No Fun Through Clear Waters. I suppose. Beautiful sound. Yeah, that was a beautiful sound. Alright, here we go. Final track.
Put your headphones on. Guess I gotta accept the pain. Need a cigarette to make me feel better. Every good thing comes my way.
Huh, this is different.
Still get told up. Guess I gotta accept the pain. Need a cigarette to make me feel better. Every good thing comes my way. So I put my headphones on. Listen
Huh.
to my favorites. Listen to my favorite song. Soaking up the rain. Letting my head down. So I put my headphones on.
Huh. So it's like I hate saying this because of course it's different, right? Like it's a different song. Every song is different. There's something different about it. The production is different. But one thing that's jumping out, and this will be a complaint that I have about this album. There's so much effect on her vocals, and I feel like I'm really noticing it on this track. I kind of started noticing it about halfway through the album, but I feel like I'm really noticing it on this one. Just a lot of effect on the vocals, and I don't have a problem with the effect. I don't have a problem with vocals having an effect, but it has been, I think, the entire album now. I don't think we've actually heard her voice, and that's bothering me. It makes me feel like we're trying to hide something maybe, or kind of like paint over it and make it look a little better. I don't know. Anyway, I feel like I'm really hearing her vocals, and there's something just different in the structure of the song that's kind of standing out, but I haven't put my thumb on it yet.
Guess I gotta accept the pain. Need a cigarette to make me feel better. Every good thing comes my way. So I still get told up. Guess I gotta accept the pain.
Now I'm starting to settle into it a little bit. It's not like strings, but there's another sound in there that sounds string-ish and good. Can't fix what's already been broken.
You just have to surrender to the moment. Guess I gotta accept the pain. Need a cigarette to make me feel better. Every good thing
I like the chorus. I like the chorus.
Guess I gotta accept the pain. Need a cigarette.
There's like these string-style sounds floating around.
So I put my headphones on. Listen to my
guess it is strings. I can finally like hear them clearly now.
You know I can't get enough. Gonna dance till the wheels fall off. Till the wheels fall off.
Huh. I think part of what made that sound different. It's almost like the sound of the production almost sounded like boxed in the sense of like you're almost like inside, and some of the sound was kind of bouncing around a little bit. Maybe, I don't know. It's different. I'm all fucking like dad mode over Addison right now. Like this whole, you can't. What was it? I gotta accept the pain. Need a cigarette to make me feel. You don't have to accept the pain. No. Don't accept the pain. Don't put up with bullshit. Now, who knows exactly what she means when she says that? Like, I think with these lines in here about, I wish my parents would have been in love. I wish my mom and dad could have been in love. Guess some things aren't meant to last forever. That's probably what she's referring to. I got to accept the pain. I'm assuming her parents split. Let's see if that's in here. Drama, family strife. So this is big ass long annotation. Anyway, the pain of your parents, their relationship, if it's struggling or failing, and obviously as a child, or you can't do a whole lot about that. So yeah, sometimes you do just gotta accept that this shit's happening. That's all there is to it. This last line in the verse, jealous is a riptide, it pulls me under. I wonder if she's talking about anybody. Its status, but it's through the jealousy, the unclear water as it goes evolves with better. See, annotation, whatever. I wonder if she's jealous of, or maybe it's just jealousy in general. Everything good comes my way, so I still get dolled up. I guess I gotta accept the pain. I think something we can all, whether you're into this music or not, whether you enjoy the album or not, the idea of let's put on the headphones, listen to some favorite songs, just go relax, get away from all this shit, clear my head, get some space. That's good. I think music fans around the world can agree with that. The lows are what make the highs higher. I tell myself this is a reminder life's no fun through clear waters. I don't know if I entirely agree. Like the idea of no fun through clear waters, like if you know everything that's going to happen, if it's safe, it's easy, it's predictable. Yeah, there's elements of being boring there, but after a while, as you get a little older, you kind of go, I'm tired of surprises. I'm fucking tired of it. I am tired of surprises. I like boring. I don't want anything else to fucking happen. Dance till the wheels fall off. Good like way to close out to the idea or the album. Just there's been some themes in here of let's see where this goes and how far am I gonna make it, and we'll dance till the wheels fall off. Yeah, fuck it. Why not? Go for it. Okay, well. There's the Addison album. What do I think? I think overall, on first listen, I gotta admit, on first listen, I felt a little awkward at times because lyrically, the early tracks are definitely from a young woman's perspective, which is not a perspective I identify with. No problems there, but just makes it a little like, money is everything I wasn't really into. And then Summer Forever, I really wasn't into. So like, it starts off pretty good. Aquamarine I liked, but again, lyrically, there wasn't a whole lot there for me to click with. So like the first half, it was kind of shaky for me. I mean, Diet Pepsi sounded good. The production sounds good. It sounds good. But then we finally get into some stuff. In the Rain, Fame is a Gun, Times Like These, I think is my favorite. Overall, I'm trying to compare my first listen experience to what I saw people saying about this album. overall, I think my biggest complaint is I would love to hear her actual voice. I would like to hear her actual voice. I think, I mean, I don't remember all the first couple songs off the top of my head right now, but I feel like every single song, her voice has this vocal effect, this vocal layer, which is fine in terms of the sound aesthetic of the album and what's going on. But what it makes me do is it makes me wonder, what do you actually sound like? And are we like trying to compensate a lack of ability with sound effects? You know? I don't know. You guys are still just fucking hating over there on Sharp Nuts, aren't you? You guys are all tied up. You guys are getting trolled by one person. Oh, well. Whatever. You all can do what you want. I almost didn't stream this, but I was like, nah, let's stir the pot a little bit. Let's stir the pot. I just really want to hear her actual voice. It would have been cool to have like Life's No Fun through Clear Waters. I think even that she had an effect on her vocals. It would have been cool to at least have a 90-second track, a 2-minute track where let's pull back the production. Let's really strip things back. Let's take the layer off the vocals. Let's get your voice in here. I would have really liked something like that. Or at least mix it up a little bit with the vocal layers. I feel like even with the layers, it was always kind of the same sound, same effects on the vocals. And on Summer Forever, I don't remember who it was. But basically you were saying, someone was saying her voice sounds like frail. And it's like, yeah, it kind of did. It sounded like it would just, like, if her voice was a plate or something, right? If you picked it up, it would just break in your hands because it just sounded so, I don't want to say weak, but the effects on it were, I don't know, just gave it that sound. Anyway. All right, y'all. Well, isn't her voice just a specific style? I suppose, but that's not really my point. It's not so much the style. I don't really have a problem with the style. My concern is that this style is potentially being used to compensate for actual singing. And, you know, if some people do that, some people, they run their vocals through filters and stuff like that. I don't have a problem with that. But if 100% of the vocals are having to be run through a filter, especially if it's a debut album, you know, that's really the thing. I've never heard her voice. So I have no idea. Maybe I'm completely out my ass right now. I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe she is an amazing singer. My point is as a first-time listener, I have no idea because her vocals are going through this filter basically the whole time. And so it just makes me wonder, kind of makes me go, okay. And then too, with it, basically the whole album being that, it would have been nice to just, I don't know, have a little bit more variety in the sound of the vocals, I suppose. Anyway, I think, you know, overall, okay, here we go. Here, Parallels is asking, what's the next female pop album? I'll probably do Billie Eilish next. I would really like to listen to her music. I never have listened to Billie Eilish. I feel like I'm missing out, honestly. I've heard amazing things said about her. I kind of want to sit down with my wife with some of her albums, but we'll see what happens. Obviously, another one too that's a non-hip hop one that I want to check out is Bjork. Was it Vespertine? That's another one that people have talked about. I've never listened to Bjork. There's so much music I've never listened to. Her debut, When We Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? Does Billie Eilish only have 2 albums? That one and the one that came out last year? I don't know. I don't know much about her. I know she can sing. Oh, she has 3 albums. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. You know, I'm going to listen to this a couple more times. Although, at the same time, the reason why I say this is because people were saying, you know, Addison's done a good job of like entering a pop space that's pretty saturated and has a lot of people there. But she's also carved out her own like sound. It sounds a little different, sounds a little new. So on one hand, I want to listen to this more to try and appreciate that difference. But on the other hand, I have no frame of reference to compare it to. I don't know what the rest of the pop space sounds like. So I can't go, oh yeah, she really has carved out a new sound for herself. What the fuck do I know? I haven't listened to the rest of it. I have no idea. So I think overall, honestly, it's pretty solid for a debut album. There's a couple tracks that, first listen's always kind of a challenge because your brain's got to adjust and you're not familiar with the songs. But I bet if I went through again and listened again, oh yeah, this one. Oh yeah, this one. You get that effect going on. And I'm, aware of the lyrical content early in the album, so I'm not thrown off by, a girl being in the car in the backseat fogging up the windows. Oh man. Okay, well there you go. Let me shut down the old recording here. And actually, I gotta do something real quick. What's happening? Oh, there we go. All right, I'm gonna shut down the recording. So if you're watching on the YouTubes or whatever, take care. We'll see you soon.